Today we will be analyzing the song Blurred Lines by Robin Thicke through the language topic of stereotypes. The song was released in 2012 and featured the two artists, T.I. and Pharrell. The music video and the song have received both positive and negative feedback because of its controversial lyrics and the way women are portrayed. The song has a very catchy rhythm and tune, but what made the song so popular was the message it contained. While critics find this song award-worthy, women around the world think the lyrics are degrading and sexist. Thicke once said in an interview with the Daily Star, "The song's message is that man is not your maker," meaning that the song was mostly a feminist stand, saying that men did not control women.
People back up this viewpoint by saying that all these scenes in which the models are looking directly at the camera is a way to show power. But how does it represent power when most of the time they're looking at the camera, they appear to be innocent and very sexualized? Both the lyrics in combination with the music video show women in a very sexualized and good girl gone bad way. It is also about the blurred line between a good girl and a bad girl, people who want to get naughty, he explained in his interview with the Daily Star. Even if there are two versions, the unrated and rated music video, both communicate the same idea with the main difference in the amount of nudity in the video. We will be talking about the language in the lyrics and how the music video further supports our point.
The song starts out by comparing women to animals. When he says, "Try to domesticate you, but you're an animal, baby, it's in your nature. Just let me liberate you." Robin is comparing women to animals by saying that it must be controlled because they are wild. When it says, "try to domesticate you," we are getting the idea that women should be domesticated. It is stereotyping all women by making the listener believe that every woman should be controlled, but the one in the song is an exception. Comparing women to animals is very degrading, as wild animals are uncontrollable, and Thicke is saying these women are uncivilized and need control over them. While Thicke sings this, the models in the video are being watched as they walk by.
The singers are looking at them lustfully as they pass, and instead of looking at their faces, they are looking at their bodies, which are barely clothed. Later in the video, the models appear dancing and playing with a lamb and a stuffed dog. The lamb might be an allusion with the children's song, "Mary Had a Little Lamb," because it is tracing back to the theme of the song, good girls and their innocence. The models constantly appear with objects that have nothing to do with the song itself, like the big dice and a foam finger. They appear naked, topless, or barely clothed while playing with these objects. It has nothing to do with the context of the song, but is often a recurring scene throughout the video. It is very unnecessary that only adds to the sex appeal of the song.
The chorus of the song then starts by saying, "I know you want it, I know you want it, I know you want it, you're a good girl." These lines are making a subtle reference to rape, and how maybe he didn't have consent, but he is saying, "I know you want it," justifying for his actions, and not understanding the meaning of no. The way the song says, "you're a good girl," also makes it sound like the woman is being submissive and giving in to what the man is saying. Parallel to this idea, in the video there are parts in which the girl is almost being forced around. For example, Robin Thicke appears laying down with the model and pushing back down, and not letting her move even when she tries to. When he appears walking with the model holding her hand and dragging her from one side to the other. Later on, the same model is being held by her hair as they are slightly pulling her ponytail. This showing how the men have control over the women and they are struggling to hold back, but they cannot.
This song became so controversial primarily due to its vulgar language and its direct reference to sex. In the song it says, "The way you grab me, must wanna get nasty, go ahead, get at me." This is referring to sex and how they will get nasty. Sex is later implied when it says, "You wanna hug me, hey, hey, hey," what rhymes with hug me. Although it sounds innocent just by saying hug, they want to make it rhyme with a statement referring to having sex. The same language about sex is mentioned again in the rap and the song when it says, "I'll give you something big enough to tear your ass into," and then, "He don't smack that ass and pull your hair like that." This line is talking very aggressively, while at the same time it has a sexualized tone, giving a hint about having sex. It is alluding to sexual violence, as it is talking about causing harm to a woman while having sex with her. An important part of the video to point out is that every time they say something referring to sex, the hashtag Thicke appears, also implying sex and a vulgar reference to thick's penis being thick. It is sort of a sexual innuendo using his last name.
The women in the video also show an over-sexualized way of acting by their seducing faces to the way they are biting their lips and fingers. The way the models are dressed is also very sexualized. They have little to no clothes on in certain scenes and are always wearing flawless makeup. In some scenes, the models are only wearing skin-tone thongs and no tops. They jump and walk around with little to no clothes on while the men look at them as they pass by. In one scene, a girl even walks by twirling sausages. The men in the video were fully clothed. Therefore, the video could not be talking about accepting your physical beauty, but instead, it is showing the ideal woman for the media.
For you to salute the true big pimpin', not many women can refuse this pimpin'. I'm a nice guy, but don't get confused, this pimpin'. By referring to himself as a pimp, T.I. is implying that women are prostitutes, which need a pimp. Referring to a woman in this way is very demeaning, as if all women were prostitutes and objects which are bought and only needed for sex.
Overall, the song Blurred Lines is a song that can openly be interpreted as a rape song. Even though the songwriters tried to clear up the idea of it being a rape song and offensive to women, most of its listeners interpret it in that way. With its constant sexual allusions, sexualized language, and degrading video scenes, it is hard not to.
The song is talking about the boundary between being good and bad and what can and cannot be done. The line is blurred, as he isn't sure what is right and how far she will go. This can easily be understood with the boundary between consent and no consent, because it appears to be blurred, as the song constantly states.